Hello and welcome to a showery cove in Ireland. We are cruising on Regal Princess and we have stopped off at Cobh in Ireland. And in today's vlog we are going to show you loads of information if you're coming to this port. We're going to show you how to get the train to Cork, how much it costs. If you want to get to the Blarney Stone, we're going to show you how you can do it by public transport.
And you won't believe the cost compared to a trip.
Definitely. We're also going to tell you how much the taxi drivers are charging for trips. We'll put up a selection of the trips that our cruise line offered for you as well, so you can see, the difference between public transport, organised trips and taxis.
And it'll just give you a good idea of what there is here to do.
Yeah, and then what we're going to do is, we're not going to do any of those things, but we thought we would just stay in Cobh today and see what there is if you just want to do that. So come along with us and let's find out loads of information.
It's really easy to get to Cork from the port of Cobh. The train station is right opposite where you dock and you can walk to it in under 2 minutes. The train runs every 30 minutes, Monday to Friday. The train also runs on Saturdays and Sundays at slightly different times. We'll put a link in the description. And it takes 25 minutes to get to Cork. The train ticket costs €6.90 for a return ticket for one adult. There are ticket machines at the station that were really easy to use, but there were some staff on hand to help visitors. Once in Cork, you can get on a hop-on hop-off bus for €22 per person.
Here is a fabulous tip if you want to visit the Blarney Stone without going on a cruise excursion. On public transport it will only cost you €10.70 for a day return on the train and bus. You get to Cork on the train and then take the 215 bus to Blarney. The bus stop is outside Michael Jewellers on Patrick Street. The bus journey takes 18 minutes and runs every 30 minutes. There is an entrance fee to visit the castle and Blarney Stone, so check out the prices and opening times before you go. At time of recording, the entrance fee was €23 for an adult. Now, Princess Cruises were offering a trip to the Blarney Castle for £128, but we worked out you could do it for yourself on public transport for £28.
There are plenty of taxis to hire if you would prefer that option. The taxi driver told me they charge approximately €60 per hour, and a 4-hour trip, including a visit to Blarney Castle, would cost €240 in total.
There is a small Titanic experience in Cobh, but as we were doing the Titanic Museum in Belfast, we decided to give this a miss. Now, a fellow passenger told us that they turned up on the day but could not get in as it was fully booked. You can book tickets on the website, so if you want to do this attraction, perhaps pre-booking would be best. Tickets booked online cost €11.70 per adult or €13 from the museum on the day.
Spike Island is another popular attraction in Cobh. You can walk up to the departure point from the ship within 10 minutes. There were plenty of people queuing up to visit. A return ticket and guided tour cost €27.95 per adult. Princess Cruises were offering an excursion to Spike Island for €61. Now, on to what we decided to do.
Once we got off the ship, there were lots of people handing out maps and giving you information on Cobh and the surrounding area. As it was raining, we decided to visit the Cobh Heritage Centre, as it is right next to where the ship docks. It cost us €12 each to visit. Your admission ticket has the name of a character within the museum and you can follow their story through the different rooms. We really enjoyed learning about Irish emigration and Cobh's maritime history and its links with the Titanic. This is definitely an attraction I would recommend if you enjoy social history. There is also a cafe for light refreshments that was popular. And of course, the gift shop. You can get free Wi-Fi in here and use the restrooms even if you don't go in the museum.
We had a walk along the front, through the prom and into the charming little town. There's a steep climb up to the cathedral with fabulous views across the harbour. At one point we thought we were in a carry-on film. There's a very photogenic street in Cobh called West View, with some wonderful coloured houses known as the deck of cards to stroll down, and you can choose which colour paint to use on your house when you return home.
There were a few pubs, cafes and shops here, but as it was Easter Sunday, a lot of them were closed. One regret we had is not stopping off for a pint of Murphy's. We thought we could get a pint in Dublin, but we failed. Check out our Dublin vlog to find out why it all went wrong.
If you continue walking along the front, you eventually come to the Titanic Memorial Garden. It takes about 25 minutes to walk there from the ship. This isn't a big place. If I'm honest, I was slightly underwhelmed and expected it to be larger.
On our way back to the ship, we came across a shop front displaying Cove's accolade of tidiest large town in 2021. Well, fancy that! But I have to say, Cobh was very well maintained and I didn't see any litter or rubbish around at all.
Close to where the ship docks, there is a memorial statue to Irish emigration, showing Annie Moore and two of her brothers, the first emigrants processed at Ellis Island in New York. If you fancy turning left when you get off the ship, there seems to be a very pleasant walkway along the seafront.
So that's everything that we saw and did today in Cobh, and we've both said we definitely come back to this port again. There's lots to do, there's lots that we haven't done, so we are looking forward already to coming back to Cobh. Thank you for watching. It's much appreciated as ever. Take care and don't forget, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video and want to see more on our island adventures.
Thanks guys, bye!
Bye.